Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liza McCarthy, and this is going to be a very unfortunate re-upload because I already uploaded the video once and I did it without the voiceover. It was very chill, very calm, and then not everybody liked that, and it had some problems, lags at the end, so I had to re-upload the video with the voiceover. So more work for me, yay. But anyways, I have actually been quite trying to come back to my podcast. That's pretty exciting. Digital struggles on Spotify. I've been coming back to it slowly, taking a step into it, and hopefully I can manage to upload 2 times per week. If that's a lot, it's a 1 time per week upload for the episodes, and it's just gonna be fun. I'm also taking a step back from my Patreon podcast for a little while and just going to enjoy my time with the Spotify podcast, which is my first baby. It's my initial, first podcast I ever did, and that was pretty exciting. So I had a lot of trial and error. I had a lot of experience with podcasts. I started having a podcast when I was literally not known as an artist. That was a major hiccup, and then when I got some attention and became a small artist on a smaller scale, I had more listeners and I had more advantage to myself. So I really started working that into my podcast. So that's pretty exciting. Anyways, hopefully I am going to be watching Divergent and The Maze Runner soon enough. I am pretty excited to watch them. I started reading The Hunger Games, and I've never read The Hunger Games. I've only watched the movies previously. And I'm reading The Hunger Games. I'm 56% through the first book. It went really fast-paced, amazing, really love it. I've rewatched The Hunger Games recently. It took me 4 days because I was watching it with my mom and my sister. They were watching it for the first time, and we had a really great time watching the movies and everything. And it was something very funny was that they were are there any more type of movies that are Hunger Games-esque sort of dystopian vibe to it? And I knew of The Maze Runner and Divergent. I've never seen them. Still haven't. I'm going to start this week while simultaneously watching the final season of Ted Lasso. So I'm kind of multitasking and watching a movie per day and yet watching the episodes whenever I can. So that's kind of how it goes. And I really want to get myself to watch Divergent first and then The Maze Runner. But I've heard nothing but good things, and I heard they are this famous trio, The Hunger Games and The Vampire Diaries / Twilight, which was big in that day, the day of age or something. So that was pretty cool. I genuinely think that it was just the way the book Leo explained it was you were either back in the day you were either a Hunger Games girly or you were either a Twilight girly, and I was never a Twilight girly. I'm going to read the books, never watch the movies. But then if you're a Twilight girly, you're either Twilight from that category, subgenre, you're either Twilight fan or you're either the Vampire Diaries. And I am a strong Vampire Diaries girly, a very strong fan. David Salvatore till the end, a huge fan. Loved the Vampire Saga. And then either you're the Hunger Games person or Maze Runner or Divergent, and then either you're Harry Potter or Chronicles of Narnia, and I was both. But if I had to pick a certain fandom, one fandom that would describe me as a person, it would definitely be the Lord of the Rings Hobbit franchise. It would definitely be that. I love the books. I read the books. I've watched the movies, and I rewatch them every 6 months, so it's twice a year. I do this whole marathon where I binge watch the whole extended versions, and it's the Lord of the Rings in itself, all 3 movies, the extended versions are about 12 hours long, and that's how big of a fan I am. So I really, really genuinely love this franchise. I really love this fandom. And then my sister is moreover, like, after like watching all those movies, she's more of a Harry Potter fan. And I am a Harry Potter fan. I'm definitely going to rewatch Harry Potter soon because I haven't done it in like a year. And I feel like I want to rewatch it. I really want to read the books. I've never read the books, but I did watch the movies, like rewatch them a lot of times. I love them so much. So I'm definitely going to do that and get more into my roots of like loving, movies and everything. And that's where everything came from. So I'm pretty excited to get back, obviously. In terms of art, I am still working on my style. I still haven't figured out what I want, like how do I want to render my pieces, because I feel like I am not particularly satisfied with the way I render my art illustrations, and I've not been satisfied for a while. So I'm working on that, and this is a new rendering technique I did. I really love the way I did the skin for this illustration. Not sure I really like the hair. Or the accessories that much. Like the roses, I feel like I literally overdone it and they look not nice. I don't know. But I was proud of this illustration because I feel like the face takes the cherry on top. You just can't help but look at her. And I love the whole composition, the color scheme, everything. I really love it. So I'm still working on my style, still getting it strong out there, still figuring myself out, and just trying to really find out what I want in my style. Thank you guys so much for watching, for supporting me, and I hope you really enjoyed this little video of mine, and I hope you stay tuned.